All right, well, there was an interesting period once again as 5-2 right now. 24 shots on goal. There was one near the end there. Didn't quite get it updated. But still, both of these teams here, Lee, like we talked about the shots on goal at 8. So, this thing got 15 this time.
Yep.
And Kitchener kind of stepped up their shots on goal as well.
They did. Yeah, just like you said, they're going to come out in that second period with a little bit more aggressiveness and trying to kind of close that gap up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what they weren't expecting, I guess, was to be shut down as good as they were. Like, they're making good shots. But, I mean, we have one of the most phenomenal goalies between the pipes, and we have a great defensive team. Like, it's not going to be easy to put up a W against the Sarnia Sting these days.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I was sitting upstairs with one of the young fellows who does some of the stats there. I was talking to him before the period started, and I said, well, what are we in for here? A little more aggression. He goes, oh, yeah. He says, I feel that it's coming. And it didn't take long for Kitchener to attempt that.
Nope.
Sarnia Sting shut that down pretty quick, right? Dillingham was kind of involved in a bit of a kerfuffle over there.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on over there. And then they put Anderson got kind of dragged into it himself. Yeah. But Anderson's been showing some, he's a player that, I don't know, he just needs to build up some confidence because he can move that puck. He can do some amazing things out there. And tonight he's showing that he's taking more shots. He's throwing his body around a little bit more. I'm used to seeing him get his stick on the puck, and he's looking for the best open man who can make something happen. I don't know if he's thinking he can't make it happen himself, but today we're seeing a little bit more confidence in him. He's taking shots. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's a little wiry because of his height. Like, I swear that guy's 7'2" without his skates. Right. But he's doing a phenomenal job. He was getting in the little scrum down there at the same time Dillingham was there. He's the one that ended up in the box with it with a little bit of an offsetting minors there. But good game.
I like that you brought that up because Anderson. Yeah, we talked about that at the Sioux game. Connor and I mentioned a bit and saying, Anderson, he's there, sort of, but I think he does have what's in him to come out being a great player, and it is nice. I noticed that as well, that, he's really stepped up a little bit more, and confidence is a big thing in this game. You got to confidence not just in yourself, but who you're passing the puck to really is a big part of that as well, right, Lee? So, but some interesting things happen around the OHL here. I just want to take a look at the scoreboard here while I get my Googles on. Several games. What do we got here? Ottawa and Hamilton. Hamilton's leading over Ottawa 5-1.
Well, Hamilton better get used to having the lead there because coming in Wednesday, they're not going to do too well.
Right.
Sorry, anyway, Dave.
And that's is it Hamilton we play on Wednesday?
Wednesday is
I thought it
Hamilton,
was North Bay for some reason.
No.
Okay, Hamilton. I would not argue with you. You're probably right. North Bay is leading 3-0 over London.
Wow.
Right? That's not something I would have. So anything can happen in the OHL. 5-2 here, of course. And then later tonight, Oshawa will play Flint, which I think will be I'm interested to see that outcome as well.
Flint will be a tough game. Oshawa's going to have a tough time against Flint, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Nolan Burke, of course, with the hat trick. That's because you're hatless.
I am hatless.
You intentionally wore the crappy hat.
I did. I wore the crap hat just in case, waiting for that to happen. And it finally did. I've been wearing that for a few games, waiting for that. I was up at the top, going back to my seat, waiting for the whistle. And I didn't get to see the whole play, but I did see the puck go in the net. And once I realized it was Burke, I ran down those stairs so I could throw my hat out on the ice. Because you're right. That's not something we see enough of here in the Hive.
No, that's right. And it was a beautiful goal. And definitely the boys, I think, you can only do so much. You don't want to get distracted from scoring goals whenever you can, but the boys were definitely helping get that hat
most
trick.
Definitely. We've talked about that before, too. I think it's more of the teammates that are trying to make that hat trick happen for their teammate when they get two in the net than the players themselves are. Because I think when you get two in there, as much as they would like it to happen, they don't want to get cocky about it. But their teammates, they want it for them almost as bad as they want it
100%.
for themselves.
I think it's exciting. The crowd definitely. How you doing? The crowd definitely showed up when that happened as well.
Yeah.
But I would. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm like, we need more hats out there.
We do.
Maybe we should have a campaign for hats or something. I don't know. nice to see out there, and especially Nolan Burke, who's done really well for this team as well. He's definitely been a strong player, and I just thought that was a really well put together period.
It was.
I thought it was I thought it was better in the first period, quite honestly.
Yeah, it was. They were playing a great. Both teams are playing a great game out there. I mean, the scoreboard. We're doing a great job out there. We got a 3-goal lead. But, I mean, the 2 goals that Kitchener has, it's not reflecting how well they're playing out there. Kitchener Rangers are playing a very good game out there. Defense, I mean, we're able to crack through the defenses, but there's been many, many plays where we're crossing over that blue line where Kitchener's playing very well defensively and being able to shut down the offensive strategies of the Sarnia Sting. Like, it is not easy to shut down the Sting tonight, but they're managing to do it. Like, that score, you would almost think that Sarnia Sting score should be another 2 or 3 goals on top of that. But Kitchener's doing so well defensively. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna. The final period is always that's what dictates the end of the game, literally, right?
I mean, we've talked about it before. I think the Sting did kind of ease up a little bit that second period.
Yeah.
They weren't going super hard at everything. They were kind of like coasting a little bit, and I think that was to hold on to some of that energy, keep something in the tank for that third period. Like, they're playing hard, but I do think they were kind of reserving a little bit for this third period because they know Kitchener's going to be a tough team.
I was going to say, I think, like you said, they're saving it up. And they've got a little bit of insurance going on there right now with the 3-goal lead. But still, I always worry about that complacency, Like, I think we talk about that a lot here, and that's something that, like, even the players will go, okay, we can't get complacent, but sometimes just subconsciously it's there.
Yeah, it definitely could be an issue. Again, I think it just all goes into preparation and mindset and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And this team has done very, very good at, not having that be a problem.
Come over here and wave to the camera.
And that's a major shout out to the coaching staff as well as the players on this team.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, worlds apart from where they were at the beginning of the season. Like, we talk about it time and time again with every different aspect of their game and how they do it, but they are in such a good place, and you can tell they've put the work in, both physically on the ice, putting the plays together, but as well as mentally, as how they react to certain situations out there and how they keep their mindset just focused on the task at hand.
I used to have a hard time giving away Sting tickets, right? And now my phone lights up, got tickets, right? So that's usually a big clue that the community's going, hey, we got to get in on this action, right? Don't wait till they're doing really well. Buy a ticket at the start of the season. Gateway Casinos is here. Deb Kahutek is over there. Come and spend. Look, I got $5 off. Guess where I'm going for supper?
I
got some free play in here.
I got some free play.
There you go. All right. So, and I got a scarf too.
Well, look at you getting all the stuff. How many times do they let you spin the wheel there, David?
I got a book. Deb likes me. But it's nice that they're a big community partner here with the Sarnia Sting as well. So thanks to Gateway Casino for their support. And the Liuna Blimp, I wish I should have the camera on that, actually. That is just the coolest thing. I've been wanting to try to get down there and see if they'll let me fly it.
Well, you do have it's probably not much different than
I have
the
a drone license,
so.
I do, but I don't know. I'd want to try to get it up through the loopers. I'd get fancy. No, probably not.
I mean, I think when they try to get fancy, bad things happen. I saw that thing bouncing off one of the speakers hanging down from the ceiling there a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, there's no wind in here. I mean, how could you? I don't know. But they do a really good job, and that's here in Flight Services, of course, along with Liuna that have brought that to us here. I got to tell you, too, before we go, the in-game experience here, I always like to mention that Jake Borey and his team here have done a fantastic job. I always say to Jake, I go, hey, Jake, the in-game experience is awesome. And he goes, yeah, it's getting there. Like, he keeps wanting to raise the bar more and more,
that's
right?
amazing. It doesn't matter how good you get. It can always be more. And that's what they're doing here in the Progressive Auto Sales Arena and with this team.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is good enough. And that's what you want from your team and from your front office.
100%.
From everybody's putting in 100% for this team, whether it's hockey related or whether it's fan experience, whether it's, how clean
there's so many people here, volunteers, all the ushers, and then there's people doing the interns. social media coverage, the video coverage, all of this, right? It's just fantastic to see. And I can tell you, going all the way, plans, it will be, we get there, it's going to be awesome. That's all I can tell you.
Can't
so
wait.
Keep an eye out for that, right? Hey, how you doing, Dennis? I love it when people wave, right? They go like, hey, no, there's that. Okay. All right, well, that's it for myself and Lee. We're going to remind you once again about the post-game press conference coming up in the restaurant. You'll be able to see that on the Sarnia Sting Facebook page, as well on Twitter, everywhere. Just pick a social media, and that's where we're going to be. And always some good conversations there, especially when there's a win at the end of it all. We'll see what's coming out in the third period now. Hold on to your hats if you still have one.
I don't.
No. Thanks so much, Lee, for joining me once again. And thanks to all of you for watching. We really do appreciate you being here. Live from the concourse of the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows, and my friend Lee Bazeley says, 1, 2, 3, go Sting, go!